Yes, everyone. So sorry for the delay. Now let's start. Actually, so this is a revision class. Okay. So there is no need to make the notes right now. I will be sharing my screen that the notes we have made in the for this chapter, right? And we will do the numericals as well in this class. Okay. Is this clear to all of you? Afreen, Samia, Bhati, Arhan, Saad, Arham, and Sara.
Yes, sir.
Anam.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Okay. So right now let's start with the basics things. So let's start. Okay. The first topic, that is the reference point for this chapter. So we have started the class with this topic that is called reference point. So reference point is nothing but is a fixed point or the object which we take as the reference for the another object, right? Suppose that if I'm sitting in India, so I will be saying that Delhi is suppose that 200 kilometer from you can say from Haryana, 200 kilometer far away from Haryana. So Delhi is a point, is a reference point, is a kind of reference point. And that's why I'm telling the distance, exact distance between the 2 points. Yes or no? If I'm taking reference. So if I say 200 kilometer, Delhi is 200 kilometer far away. So is there any sense? No, na. So 200 kilometer kahin bhi ho sakta hai wo. It can be anything, right? Everyone. So that's why it's a fixed point. A picture is also given to you. So initial point is this, right? We have taken the boy as the reference point. So the bus at time equals to 0, the bus was very, you can say very near to the boy. But after time equals to t, the bus has moved a lot. So that's why you can see this thing, reference point. With respect to reference point, the bus has changed the position, right? Yes or no? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, that's great. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now next thing is basically in this chapter we are going to study two types of motion, that is uniform and non-uniform. But non-uniform motion is not the part of the syllabus, only definition is given to you, right? The uniform motion is the, you can say, important topic, or is the, you can say, most concentrated topic for this chapter. So that's why whatever we are studying will be applicable for the uniform motion. Is this clear to all of you, Bacho? Right? So one
Yes,
more
sir.
thing, I will be sending the PDF of this whole chapter, force and the motion. Both the chapter I will be sending the PDF. You can take the reference from it as well. Okay? After this class, I will send the PDF. If anyone of you is having the missing notes or something like that, you can also complete your notes or take the reference from it as well. Okay? Clear? No need to worry. Okay. So now let's understand the thing, that is that first basic thing, that is distance and displacement, right? So as you can see this thing, everyone, that in the normal definition, distance is the actual path in the, and the you can say the displacement is the shortest straight path between the 2 points. Clear? Suppose that this is A, this is B. So this is the path, or you can say this is the main road to reach the point B, right? So if you are taking the main road, so you have to travel a lot longer distance, right, in comparison to the straight line. So the actual path that is basically there between the point A and B, that is called the distance, and the straight line path that is joining the 2 points is called displacement. Is this clear, bacho? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Sure, that's great. Okay. The displacement is the shortest path, right? So now let's understand it from here. Okay. So let's see the example. This is the example. So boy has started is a kind of circle. This is a park, right? So the all the you can say paths are very, you can say, curvy and like that. So when the boy starts from this point, so it has gone like this and this and this, and at this point, so in comparison to this point, this is point A and this is point B. So boy has to cover this distance. So this is the actual distance. Yes or no, everyone? If the boy has not taken this path or directly basically reached this point, the straight line joining these 2 points will be called as displacement. Clear? Afrin, Samia, Bharti, Arhan, Saad,
Yes, sir.
Arham, and Nanam, Sara. Check it.
Yes, sir.
Anything that is not clear till now?
No, sir.
Check it. Sure. Okay, now let's take the distance, scalar and vector quantities, everyone. So scalar quantities is basically is the quantity which have only magnitude. It has only magnitude, right? It means that number. how big is that quantity? Only matters that thing, right? So scalar quantities only depends on the magnitude, or you can say the size or quantity of the object or the quantity. Okay. It is, and the distance is a scalar quantity. It means that if you travel whatever distance whatever path you will cover will be added to the distance quantity. So that's why distance will always be positive irrespective of the direction. Okay. It will always be positive. Clear? Say yes or no, at least कुछ तो बोलो. Clear है ये नहीं?
Yes,
Distance
sir.
will always be
Yes, sir.
positive if the body has moved even a single position, even a single you can say step. Right. Next is displacement is a vector quantity. The shortest path in a straight line between the first position and the second position, or you can say initial position or final position. The straight line, you can say straight line. Right. In this example, this is suppose the home of two friends A and B. Okay. So this is the main road. So if you want to go to the point B with the main road, so this is the actual path, but there is a shortcut of muddy road. So that path will be shortest, and that path will be called as the displacement because it is a straight line joining the 2 points. Is this clear to all of you, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, that's great. Now let's take the next. Okay. Same here. So the actual path taken to cover the journey is called distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. Distance cannot be negative. Distance cannot be negative because I've already said that whatever path you will cover will be added to the distance quantity. So it will always be positive even a single step has taken towards the journey, towards the final point. Okay. Odometer is used to basically is used to measure the distance traveled by a vehicle. So in the vehicle, a meter is installed, but basically in the you can say in the previous time the meter was analog, but right now all the things are converted to digital. So in the bike, in the cars, in the buses, all the things are digital. So there is a meter, digital meter that will basically calculate or measure the distance traveled by the vehicle in that journey, right? We basically ये होता है ना कि हम लोगों ने एक whenever you basically want to purchase a second hand bike or car, the first question that comes into the mind that how much distance has been traveled by this vehicle, because the more the amount of distance traveled, it means that वो उतनी ज्यादा उसकी वैल्यू कम हो, जितनी ज्यादा उसकी डिस्टेंस जो जितनी ज्यादा वो डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल किया होगा उसने, राइट? सो ये चीज आप कभी नोटिस करना whenever you hear basically we experience this kind of conversation. Okay. SI unit means international system of units. For the distance is meter. The SI unit for the distance is meter. Is this clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Displacement, I've already given the definition. Displacement is a vector quantity. It means that displacement can be zero, can be negative, can be positive for the even the object has moved, or you can say changed its position, right? The displacement can be zero, negative, or positive. Even the object has covered some distance. It doesn't matter whether the object has covered some distance or not. Displacement could be zero. So same displacement is basically the SI unit for displacement is meter. This is a very important relationship, everyone. Displacement will always be less than or equal to distance. Suppose that देखो तो ये दो पॉइंट है ए बी है, ठीक है? तो ये आपका एक टाइप से जर्नी ये है, ठीक है? So ये so this is a point and this is this point. Which one is distance? Which one is displacement? Yes, tell me. Yes, Arhan.
So can I repeat?
This one is distance, na? This is the actual path. I'm saying this one will be the distance because this is the longer path, the actual path covered to travel from A to B.
Yes.
Right? And this is the shortest path. So as you can see this thing, displacement, if two paths are present, right? We are not talking about right now distance and displacement. If two paths are present, the shortest one will always be displacement and the remaining, which is the longest, right, will be distance. So as you can see this thing, displacement in this case is smaller than distance. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes,
right?
sir.
If I remove this path, what will happen? Now tell me what will be the distance and what will be the displacement in this case. The only single path is present in front of you. What will be the distance and what will be the displacement? Afreen, Arhan, Saad, Samia, Bharti, Haider, Sara, Anam, Anan.
So distance is AB.
Distance is?
AB.
Arhan, your voice is very low. Please, could you please speak a little bit louder, bache?
Sir, AB.
AB. Okay. What will be the displacement, Arhan, then? If it's display distance?
Sir, 0.
Okay, Arhan said 0. What about rest of you? Sarah gave me the answer as well. Okay, Sarah, I got your answer. What about Samya, Bharti, Saad, Afreen, Haider? No one. This is the chalo, theek hai, koi baat nahi. Let me tell you. If the single path is present between 2 points, no other path is present. Distance, I got one more answer. Okay, Haider, theek hai. Let me explain it. So distance will be equal to displacement. In that case, if a single path is present, whatever the distance covered is, suppose that it 200 meter ki distance hai aapki. So that displacement will also be 200 meters because there is no other shortcut, no other straight path between A and B. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
So
Yes,
that's
sir.
how the second condition is satisfied in this case. Displacement cannot be greater than distance. Keep this thing in mind. Displacement is not going to be greater than distance at any cost. It can either be less than distance or it can be equal to distance. Okay? Hanan, Afreen, Anam, Sara, Arham, Arhan, Samya, Bharti, Haider, Saad. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, that's
Yes.
great. That's great. So this question is basically, चलो इसको कर ही लेते हैं दोबारा से. चलो मुझे इसका आंसर बताओ आप लोग. बट आपको सॉल्व करना है ये और मुझे बताना है प्रॉपर कि इसका रीजन क्यों है ये. आंसर तो आप लोगों ने देख लिया ऑलरेडी. आई नो दिस थिंग. आप लोग कह दोगे कि चैट में सही आंसर है. बट आई नीड द एक्सप्लेनेशन, एग्जैक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन दैट यू विल गिव. आंसर तो चलो ठीक है, आप लोगों ने करेक्ट कर लो, बट एक्सप्लेनेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड. एंड आई विल बी आस्किंग वन बाय वन. सॉल्व करो पहले अपनी कॉपीज में, then tell me the answer because solving is necessary. Right now we have covered the whole syllabus. Anam, only gravitation chapter is left for you. I've already talked to the management for the same. Okay, no need to worry. Okay.
Sir, I'm also having the gravitation chapter.
Okay, Arhan, you are also having TK. So both Anam and is there anyone who is having gravitation or any other chapter except these two chapters?
Sir, I am having gravitation.
ठीक है सामिया. Okay. Please message everyone to the management official number on the official number. I have gravitation chapter. Okay. Or you can say write down the name of the chapter: motion, force and laws of motion, gravitation, along with your name. So those who are having the gravitation, I will basically schedule the extra classes for them. Right, everyone? Please message to the official number right now after this class. Once the class ends, please message it. Okay? Samya, Arhan, and Anam. Okay? Anam is already, Anam, I know this thing. But Samya and Arhan. Is there anyone? Saad, Haider, Bharti, who's having
Yes, sir, I
gravitation
have.
chapter? Afreen,
Yes,
you are
sir.
having gravitation or two chapters only?
Yes, sir, I'm having gravitation.
You are having gravitation. Okay, बच्चे फिर बोलना चाहिए ना आपको भी. कोई बात नहीं. So I will schedule the extra class for to all of you. Okay, so gravitation, Samya है, Bharti, sorry, Anam, I'll message when I'll get my portion because I'll still have. ठीक है, साथ कोई बात नहीं. Heather, have you got the syllabus?
No, sir.
No. Arham, have you got the syllabus? So 2 chapters are coming or 3 chapters are coming? Is there anyone, those who are having the gravitation except those who said right now? Please tell me. Okay, okay, Arham. भारती, आपके भी 2 ही चैप्टर हैं?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. हैदर, ग्रेविटेशन चैप्टर है आपके सिलेबस में, राइट? मतलब आई मीन मिड टर्म में. Because I have का मुझे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है. तो once you said I have, what is you have? What do you have?
Gravitation chapter, sir.
ग्रेविटेशन. ठीक है. कंप्लीट द सेंटेंस ना दे हैदर.
Sorry, sir.
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है. So let me take the questions from the कोई बात नहीं. So Heather, just a second है. Heather, Samya, let me share the name. So बाकी किसी का नहीं है ग्रेविटेशन चैप्टर एक्सेप्ट हैदर, सामिया, अरहान, आफरीन एंड अनम. अरहान, अनम, सामिया, हैदर and Afreen. So only 5 students are there. Hanan, do you have gravitation in your syllabus, बच्चे?
I'm not sure, sir. They have not announced the syllabus yet.
अच्छा, ठीक है. सारा, आपके भी सिर्फ 2 चैप्टर्स हैं?
Yes, sir.
चलो ठीक है. So only 5 students are there. Let me confirm once again. Arhan, Anam, Samya, Haider and Afreen. 5 students are there for the gravitation, right?
Yes.
Say yes or no. Those who said gravitation, say yes or no. Only 5 students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anam and Afreen, clear? Sure.
Yes, sir.
ठीक. Okay. So I've sent the name of the students, those who are having the gravitation. Okay, so no need to send it again. Baki Heather and Hanan, sorry, Saad and Hanan, if you get the syllabus now, so please let me know. Okay, once you get the syllabus.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. ये क्वेश्चन ये देखो आप जरा मुझे बताओ. आई नो वो वाला क्वेश्चन आपने सॉल्व कर लिया होगा, बट सर ये क्वेश्चन आप लोग बताओ इन द चैट. बाकी एक दो क्वेश्चन और देख लो. ये क्वेश्चन ओके ना. ओके अरहान. ओके साद. Hanan, Samya, Afreen, please tell me the answer बच्चों. ओके सारा, भारती, अरहम, हैदर. ठीक है अरहम. ठीक है हैदर. Please mention the unit as well, बच्चों. Please do not write 6, 12, 0. Because if you write देखो 0, I can understand, but if you write 6 or 12, what does it mean? If the number does not have any unit, so that doesn't make any sense. Okay, whenever you're writing answer, please mention it properly, else the marks will be deducted because it's a number only. Because we are dealing with the quantities, physics is all about quantities. If you do not write the unit, so that is nothing but a number. Okay. This please. Anam, this is for the second question, right?
Yes, sir.
Check. Okay, Hanan. Check. Okay, now let's discuss this question. Listen. So, question is saying, if on a round trip you travel 6 kilometers and then arrive back at home, what is the distance traveled you have basically what distance you have traveled and what is your displacement. Suppose that this is the one-way journey. Achha, what happened to all of you? Why everybody has switched off their camera? Is there anything? Do you have any issue, Bachu? Only Afrin and Bharti have video, but rest of you, sure. Please do not switch off your video in the class. ठीक है. So I got one more answer assignment. ठीक है, साथ कोई बात नहीं. That is not an issue. If your internet is slow or your camera is little bit having issue, so that is not an issue. But if you are having the proper camera internet, so it's like it would be good to switch on your videos. ठीक है. So देखो, question is saying on a one way, so it's 6 kilometers. And on the way back, obviously 6 kilometers ही होगा आपका. ठीक है. Just a second. Sorry everyone. There was an question. Okay, so as you can see, this thing, the amount, basically the distance is 12 kilometers. Okay, because you are covering the actual path, so distance will always be greater than the distance will always get adds up. Okay, distance is equals to 12 kilometer. Okay, and displacement, as you can see, this thing, the initial and final points are same. It means that the change in position is nothing but zero. This is equals to zero. Is this clear to all of you in this case?
Yes, sir.
Right? And now next thing, a body travels towards east 3 kilometers and then north. Finally, 9 kilometers towards east. Just a second, let's draw it. Okay. So देखो, body travels, this is east 3 kilometers. इसको थोड़ा सा नीचे ले लेते हैं. 3 kilometer, right? And 9 kilometer, 4 kilometer towards north. Right? Just a second.
क्या बात है कि इसमें वो है ना कि तुम अपना अमाउंट सेलेक्ट
Everyone, could you please give me a moment? It's an urgency. Could you please give me a moment, everyone? Yes, sir. Sorry, there was an urgency. So Okay. So now so 4 kilometer towards north. So this is the east, right? And 4 kilometer towards north. Now, after that, the object or the person is 9 kilometers towards east again, right? After this point, 9 kilometer towards east, like this. Okay.
अपनी बाजू पर
Just-
भाई घंटे जवाब दिया
So this actually, so it is the total thing. So if I draw this thing, देखो ये जो path होगा ये आपका कितना होगा 4 किलोमीटर ही होगा ये चीज क्योंकि पैरेलल है एक अगर पैरेलल ड्रॉ करेंगे तो 4 किलोमीटर एंड दिस वुड बी 9 किलोमीटर 9 किलोमीटर ठीक है लाइक दिस So देखो 9 kilometer parallelly we have drawn this thing so that it could like we can make a right angle triangle. देखो so distance calculate करने के लिए normally simple देखो distance simply 3 kilometer in the east 4 kilometer towards north and 9 kilometer towards east again. So 3 plus 4 and 9 7 and 9 16. So for A part total distance is 16. Is equals to 616.
अच्छा उसने भी बुक नहीं दिया उधर से
ठीक है अब देखो इसको रिजल्टेंट कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे रिजल्टेंट डिस्प्लेसमेंट सो देयर शुड बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन बिटवीन द इनिशियल पॉइंट एंड द फाइनल पॉइंट ये एवरीवन सो देखो this is the initial point this is the final point it is making a right angle triangle yes or no total is 12 अगर इसको total distance आप लोगे that is 12 kilometers yes or no and this is 4 kilometer right so this is making a right angle triangles to calculate the hypotenuse what we do yes tell me Saad Arham Samia what we do to calculate the hypotenuse Pythagoras theorem whenever the right angle triangle is there we use the Pythagoras theorem yes or no
Yes, sir.
okay so now what
Yes,
we will
sir.
do is that okay so ABC is nothing but a right angle triangle ठीक है so AB square will be equals to AC square plus के BC square. Okay. Substitute the values AC square will be equals to for AC square is 12 square plus 4 square. ठीक है AC square is 12 square is 144 plus 16. Add them up, it would be 160. 160, right? So AC would be equals to root 16. Root 16, 100, root 160 kilometer, right? So to basically to calculate this thing, what you will do is that you will break it into multiples or you can say the pairs, right? So 160 can be written, देखो यहाँ से हम लोग इसको break out करते हैं like this. So this is the simplest method to break down the to make the pairs. ठीक है, देखो 160 है, 2 से डिवाइड करो इसको 80, अगेन 2 से डिवाइड करो 40, 20, 10 and 5. So as you can see this thing, this is the pair, this is the breakdown of 160, right? 5 times 2 and into 5. ठीक है, so as you can see this thing, this is a square root, so pairing of 2 will be will happen, yes or no? So this 2 will come and one more 2 will come. देखो, this from this pair 1 2 will come and from this pair 1 2 will come. What is left inside? That is 10. 5 2s are 10. So this is 4 root 10 kilometer is the value. And if you want to write down the square root, so that is also you can say that is also you can say good. But what you can do is that देखो, calculating a square root is a little bit tricky process. If you made any mistake in that process, so the answer will be wrong. So it's to be on the safe side, just use this method so that if the value of root 10 is given in the question paper, sometimes in the question paper they give the value, then you have to multiply it with the root 10. Is this clear to all of you? Samya, Anam, Saad, Heather, Hanan, Sara,
Yes, sir.
Afreen, Bharti. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why to calculating a root 10 is a little bit tricky process. If you are going to make any mistake in that, if you are not good in calculation, so that could be not a good option. Okay? So that's why. So that's how you will calculate it. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Any doubt to anybody?
No, sir.
No,
Sure,
sir.
that's great. That's great. Now let's move to the speed and velocity topic. Okay? Now let's understand what do you mean by speed and velocity. So speed is a quantity which tells you the measure how fast your object is moving or how slow it is, right? It tells you the measure only. Okay. So distance traveled per unit time is called speed. Distance traveled in a unit time is called speed. The formula for speed is distance upon time, right? And the SI unit of speed is meter per second. One more thing is that speed is a scalar quantity. It means that it is always going to be positive. देखो, distance will always be positive whether the object basically make a round trip, right? So distance will always be positive. So it means that speed is also going to be greater than 0 always if the object has changed the position or if the object is basically moving in any particular direction, right? Next is speed of a body cannot be 0. If the speed of a moving body cannot be 0 when the object is in motion or negative. Okay? Speed is a scalar quantity. Then the speed is measured by the meter called speedometer. Speed is measured by the instrument called speedometer, right? That is installed in the vehicles, cars, and like this. Clear, everyone? Say yes or no. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the velocity. So velocity is very similar to the speed, but the only difference is that velocity is a vector quantity. So velocity depends on direction as well. So rate of change of position of an object is called velocity, right? In the simple words, rate of change of position of an object is called velocity. So velocity can be 0, negative as well as positive of a moving body because velocity involves displacement. So displacement of a moving body could be 0, yes or no? So 0 by something would be 0. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So SI unit of velocity is meter per second. Clear? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So change in position by time is displacement upon time. Achha, do this question, the question which is in front of you, do this question, listen. Change, you have given a scooterist covering a distance of 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. Speed in meter per second, you have to change meter per second, centimeter per second, and kilometer per hour. Do let me know. Any answer? Afreen, Sara, Anand, what about Saad, Heather? Okay, Heather has joined. I think internet issue is Saad. Any answer? I think please tilt your camera a little bit. Actually, your only your background is visible. Yes, it's yes. This question gives you the insight how much you are good in units. So that in some because in some questions units will be there and this will be a little bit tricky. Okay, I got the answers. Okay. Okay, Bharti. Okay, Samya. Okay, Sara. So I got the three answers by Sara, Bharti, and Samya. What about rest of you? Afreen, Anand, Arhan, Heather. Okay, let's do it together. Okay. I got one more answer. जल्दी से इसको कर लेते हैं फिर उसके बाद because it's almost about to end the class. I got one more answer by Arhan. ठीक है हैदर आपके सामने ठीक है देखो initially the distance is given to you is 3 kilometers and the time given to you is 5 minutes, right? So first question is saying centimeters per second. It means that we have to convert the time and distance in the centimeter and seconds. So first of all, distance can be converted. So 3 kilometer hai. So in 1 kilometer, how many meters are there? 1000 meters are there, yes or no? And in 1 meter, 100 centimeters are there, yes or no?
Yes.
So that's how the kilometer is converted to. It means that 3 into 10 to the power 5 centimeter, right? Now time. Time is 5 minutes. So minutes is already, so you just have to multiply it with 60 to make it seconds, right? 6 5s are 300 seconds. So if we talk about the speed, I'm writing directly, okay? I'm not writing the formula, I'm just substituting the values directly. So 3 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 3 into 10 to the power 2. This will cancel this and 10 to the power 5 minus 2. So it is coming out to be 10 to the power 3 centimeter per second or 1000 centimeter per second. Is this clear to all of you? Clear, everyone? Yeah, I got one more answer by Afrin. Okay, Afrin. Okay, Hanan. Okay, that's okay. Good, bacho. Very good. Okay. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Now let's make it to the meter per second. So meter per second के लिए कुछ नहीं करना. So 3000 है, 3000 को divide करना है. So 3000 divided by 300. Zeros will get cancelled, and this will be 10 times. So it is 10 meter per second. ठीक है. For the hours, just let's convert it. For the kilometer per hour, distance is already in kilometer. You just have to convert it into hours. So देखो, how many minutes are there in the hour? 60. So this would be 1 by 12 hour, right? Now substitute the values. देखो, substitute करोगे आप value 3 by 1 by 12. This is a double division. So 12 will go in the numerator. So that's how the 36 kilometer will be the answer for the kilometer per hour. Those who get the answers, 36, 36, 6. Arhan, you got the wrong answer. 6. It's not 6, it's 36. 36 Heather, ठीक है. Samya. Okay, Bharti. Sarah. Very good. Okay, everyone. So those who get the wrong answer, don't worry. Just practice this question again on your own.
Sir,
Okay.
it was a typo.
You got the?
Sir, it was a typo.
Okay, it was a typo. चलो कोई बात नहीं. No issues. If you got the right answer, that's very good. ठीक है. So okay. So till now, this speed and velocity, we have made the revision with the numericals. Is there any doubt to anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Hanan, Samya, Arhan,